Hi, it's Matt with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Saturday, September 18th, 2021. The address we're inspecting today is 13742 Northwest Hogan Street, Portland, Oregon 97229. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it is to be noted that some aged sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspection must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron, ABS, 3034, or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. So we are in a 3-inch ABS plastic drain piping. We are running some water to ensure that our pipe is watertight and stays watertight throughout this inspection. We are going to take, pretty immediately, we're going to take a right-hand turn and head towards the driveway. Pipe shows no recent signs of blockage or backup. A lot of spider webs in the top of the pipe. Kind of non-issue, but a lot of critters in there. So far, after 10 feet, we like the pitch in the pipe. We have a nice strong downhill flow to the water, meaning we get gravity working with us as opposed to against us, pushing everything strongly downhill. And again, the pipe is pretty clear, so it makes you think that things are not hanging around too long. They're moving through this pipe pretty rapidly. Now we're going to fishtail back the other way. So we went towards the driveway, and now we're coming back once and twice. And then right as we hit the sidewalk area, we're going to transition. So at 20 feet, just about 21 feet, we're going to transition. This signifies a couple of things. It signifies transitioning pipe size. So we're going from 3-inch pipe into 4-inch pipe. It signifies transitioning pipe materials. We're going from ABS plastic into 3034 plastic. And then lastly, we're transitioning into the city branch piping. And even though we enter into a branch off of the city lateral, technically all of this will be buyer-owner responsibility throughout the entire length. That was a pretty smooth transition into the larger pipe. And like I said, it has all been plastic piping so far. So ABS plastic into 3034 plastic. We are approaching 30 feet in length. We still have the same water flow as when we started, which is good news. Our pipe appears to be watertight. There's 40 feet. A little bit of a slowdown there, so that you can see up until this point we've had it flying through here pretty good. We get here and you can see kind of a change in the way that the water is flowing. You can see things slow just a bit. Camera head doesn't go underwater. It's almost kind of like a flat area, and then we get through that seam and then we go back downhill. So very, very minor, but something to keep an eye on. So we'd recommend having a sewer scope performed periodically. I would say every 2 to 3 years, keeping an eye on that area especially. Here's another area where you can see that it's just a little bit flat as we're approaching the lateral. The key will be when we turn off the water. If everything drains right on out of here, then you're feeling better about things. But you can see kind of what happens when things don't move through the pipe as quickly as possible. You have a tendency for this buildup to happen. So it's a little bit level these last few feet here. And again, we're going to turn off the water. We're going to drain everything out. We're going to see how everything reacts with the water off. So here we are at the lateral. 55 feet to the lateral. Yeah, if you can turn off the water, that'd be awesome.
Oh, turn off the water?
Yeah, thank you.
It's water in the sink. Okay. Kitchen.
So 3-inch ABS into 4-inch 3034 into the city lateral at 55 feet. And again, this is the end officially of owner responsibility. This is the large lateral pipe running through the middle of the road out there. This is the pipe the homes in the neighborhood, or at least the homes on the street, are tying into. So we're going to turn off the water and the microphone. We're going to drain everything out, and we're going to look at the pipe one more time in reverse. And again, we're curious to see how things react with the water off. It is a little bit flat, those last few areas. It's not catastrophic, not too bad, honestly, kind of minor. But we want to see, you know, in the recommendation for monitoring is to keep an eye on it because of the amount of weight that happens, the amount of weight on these pipes, I mean, and the amount of rain that happens in the northwest. Additional leveling and settling can happen. So we're going to wait until water is turned off, a couple more minutes, but I'm going to turn off the mic now. So I'm going to turn the microphone back on. Here we are in the last few feet of this pipe, so we're at 50 feet. You can see with the water off, a good portion of it drained out. There's still a little residual, but it's not in danger of covering the camera head or anything like that, but there is a little bit of residual water there. We would certainly recommend monitoring, and that's it. So very, very minor, but there is some residual water. It's a little bit flat through that area. And again, the recommendation is to monitor, and it's because of the amount of rain that happens in the northwest, the amount of weight and pressure on these pipes, especially the areas under the roadway, just has so much weight that additional settling and shifting and all of that stuff can happen. Typically, the house settles for 15 years, and during that process, the sewer pipe goes with it. The house is over 15 years, so we're hoping that this is the extent of the settling. This might be it, and it's never going to move again. So, but we would want to recommend, or we recommend monitoring just to see that.
How often do you become monitoring it?
Every 2 to 3 years.
Every 2 to 3
Yeah,
years?
take it in like 2 to 3 year increments.
I see.
Yeah. So we're going to say the sewer pipe passes inspection with a recommendation of monitoring.